Hi, it's me, Michelle. Today I'm with my brothers, and today I'm going to be watching some riddles, as you can see, and I'm going to try to guess them. And it's 14 hard riddles, and let's try to get them.
Oliver was attacked in his flat and taken to the hospital. There are 4 suspects, all of them Oliver's neighbors. Wow, I'd find another apartment. Amelia said she'd been walking in the park since early morning. Henry explained he had been painting in his studio and had heard nothing. Jacob said he had been repairing his car. Sophia answered she'd been taking a bath for the past 3 hours. Look at these people's hands and try to figure out who's lying.
Her, because look! No, who's the one who's in the shower? Her, right? So if she was in the shower, this one right here, as you can see, in the blue, not with the belly shirt, the one in the blue right here, with the a bit brown hair, it's her because look at her hands. Okay, his hands look like he was fixing the car. His hands, wait, wasn't he fixing the car?
Yeah, no.
Yes. And her hands look like she was actually walking in the park. His hands doesn't look suspicious at all.
Yeah.
His hands are like this, and look.
Okay, no. You pick that one, I pick this one. Let's see who's right. Okay.
Okay. Because look, if she was in the shower the whole time, I can't remember who was just in the shower. But
no, it was her.
It was her?
Mm.
If she was in the shower, her hands would have been cold. So that's my proof.
Okay.
So you picked it, Henry.
It's a bit strange that Jacob, who was repairing his car, and Henry, who was painting, both have such clean hands, but they could be wearing gloves. On the other hand, Sophia's hands and fingers don't have wrinkles, but it would be a natural skin reaction after 3 hours in a bathtub.
Yes, exactly.
Sophia,
so she was in the shower, not her. So I was a bit right.
Handed. The police found out there was a new smuggler in town. 3 people were under suspicion. Luna, a school bus driver, Jackson, a fire truck driver, and Daniel, an ambulance driver. All of them claim to have been busy with their work since the very morning. Can you figure out who's the smuggler?
Who do you think it is? I don't know. Okay, you can pick. What about Michael?
It's Michael. Did that pick?
Yeah,
Told you.
Okay, let's see. I don't know. I don't pick any. So we only got like 10 seconds to do it. So I think the 10 seconds is finished, bro. Or 5.
Look at the car Daniel drives. On such vehicles, the word ambulance is normally written backward. It's done so that other drivers can instantly read the inverted word in their rearview mirrors. Well, it seems Daniel
told you that is.
It was the day when Jacob was supposed to be discharged from the hospital. He had spent a couple of months there and underwent several surgeries. His doctor told him he was going to be fine. It was safe for Jacob to leave the hospital. But the guy didn't believe these promises. In low spirits, he walked home. On the way, he accidentally bumps into an elderly lady. She gets furious and started to shout at Jacob. But instead of arguing back, he hugged the woman and ran home. Why?
So then she could take him back to the hospital or something. I think that.
No, I think it's him. I don't know.
Jacob had hearing loss. He didn't believe his problem could be helped. But when he heard the woman shouting at him, he realized the doctor had told him the truth. Maybe the doctor should have shouted. Chloe stayed late at the office that day. When she was driving home, the woman was worn out. At one moment, she even started to doze off. That's when it happened. She spun off the road and crashed through the fence that was on her way. She couldn't control the car anymore. It slipped down a steep hill and ended up in a lake. Chloe couldn't move her arms. They were stuck. She couldn't undo her seatbelt or open the door. The car sank to the bottom of the lake. Was Chloe doomed? Rescuers arrived 3 hours later. The woman was still in the car, but she was alive. How did she survive?
Because the car was locked. Everything was locked and everything was closed.
I don't think.
The water
These are really hard.
Michelle, who? I said my response. Who?
What? Not that.
No, it was probably because there was a bit of air inside the car and the car didn't fill up. And
After the car hit the bottom of the lake, the water only came up to Chloe's throat. It was a very shallow lake. Good thing, huh? It was Jack's birthday, and the fellow got a present he had been dreaming about for ages.
okay.
A motorbike. The next morning, he rode his bike to college and left it at the parking lot. During lunchtime, Jack decided to check on his motorbike. Imagine his horror when he found out someone had broken the mirrors. The security guard told Jack only 3 other people had left his building in the afternoon. They were Owen and Sam, 2 best friends, and Layla, the girl who once liked Jack but got turned down by him. Owen said he and Sam had gone to the campus cafe to get sandwiches for lunch. Sam confirmed this. He then added the
He's
bike
wrong.
could have been damaged
It's
by
him.
Layla out of revenge. But Layla told Jack her mother had visited her, and they had spent 2 hours together. So, who's lying?
It was him.
I think it's him.
You know why? Because he said for lunch, but it was this afternoon before lunch.
Okay, that's right.
I can't remember
No.
who said it, but it's one of these boys.
Please, I think
It's
it's
him that said that.
Oh.
It's-
Hey, don't stick
Owen
out.
has a paper bag with food delivery written on it. It means the guys ordered their lunch, not bought it in the cafe. They broke Jack's mirrors and tried to frame Layla. Not a good reflection on them, huh? Detective Taylor was chasing a dangerous criminal. Suddenly, the man entered a hospital. Oh no, there are hundreds of rooms there. Luckily, it was raining, and the criminal left footprints on the hospital floor. The detective followed them and got into a small room. There were 3 people there, all covered in bandages from head to toe. But one of them was a fake patient. Who?
Him.
I think him.
Him.
No, because look, it was him. Because look, both of them have something and he doesn't. So it was him.
Alright, okay. I'm going with them.
I think it's him.
Yeah.
It was the dude in the middle.
I
He
knew it.
didn't
See?
even have a medical chart next to his bed. Very quick job on the bandages, though. The CEO of a large company called the police. He was sure that one of his employees, Victoria, had stolen a memory card with secret information. She was going to sell it to their competitors. The police arrived at Victoria's house, but the woman didn't let them in without a warrant. The officers had to leave to get all the necessary papers. By the time they were back, Victoria had already been sitting in her car, ready to drive off. The police officers arrested the woman. They searched her car and clothes, but found nothing. And then, when they were about to give up, one of the detectives realized where Victoria kept the memory card. Can you figure it out?
It was her hair or her earring.
Hey, hair.
Yeah, it could be her hair.
I think
Because-
earrings. No,
It has to be one of them.
no,
Her
it's
hair
her
or
hair.
earrings.
Hair.
Hair or earrings.
Yeah, because we can't fit in there her earrings.
Yes, it can because they're really small. It could be her hair or her earrings. If it's her hair, I wouldn't. If it's her earrings,
I think both of them. So.
yeah, it could be one.
When the police first came to her, the woman had her hair down. But after that, Victoria changed her hairstyle. The memory card is in her bun. Yep, Victoria and her sticky bun. Michael was going home from the gym when everything went black. When he regained consciousness, he found out he was in a locked room. Next to the door, there was a computer with a keyboard. On the screen, there was a riddle. Michael had to write the correct answer and the door would open. The riddle went like this. It makes 2 people out of 1. What is it?
I don't get it. I don't get it, Annie.
Michael
I'm sorry.
calculated words and the door opened. He was free to go. What was the answer?
I don't know.
I don't know. I give up.
Me too. I give up.
Oh, Michelle, it's
Alright,
been 9 minutes
alright.
that we were doing this.
Alright.
Maybe you're gonna do it too.
I think it's not enough.
We're gonna doing this for 12 minutes and this for.
It's a mirror. Oh, I was guessing a buzzsaw, but this one is better and not as messy. 2 best friends, Emily and Luna, came to a popular and expensive hair salon.
Ah, that's
At
one.
first, the administrator told the girls
I
they
think
had
it's
only
Rebecca.
one available hairstylist. But after making a phone call, she happily announced she had found another hairdresser. Emily and Luna could have their hair done at the same time. But in the process, it dawned on the girls that one of the hairstylists was fake. Which one?
It's this one. Because look how she has a smile and stuff. And look, she has more of a dress and she doesn't really have that. And look, her hairstyle.
I think it's her because look what she has in her hand and look what she has in her.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, well, I guess it's her.
It's her. Go.
Well, because it looks like she has a smile and stuff. I didn't see that. It's a bug
Both
sprayer.
hairstylists are using regular scissors, but instead of hairspray, the one on the left is holding a can of bug spray. Yeah, that's a big clue right there. A man on a bike grabbed Sarah's bag with all her documents, money, and smartphone and sped off. The only way the girl can get her bag back is by taking someone's car and driving after the criminal. There are 3 vehicles parked nearby. Which one can Sarah break into and drive
Blue.
off? Whoops, I mean borrow.
Blue, because she
This
can't
one, this
drive
one,
it
this
yet
one,
because
blue.
there's somebody
This
in
is-
there and
yeah,
she
that
can't
one.
have the. She doesn't have the key, so she has to take the blue.
A man is sitting in the blue car. That's no good. If she decides to take the red car, CCTV will spot her. Her only option is the brown vehicle. Oh, and Sarah, don't forget to return the wheels when you get your bag back. Otherwise, you'll be grand theft Sarah. Mary and her younger brother Alex were mushroom hunting in the forest. Wait, mushroom hunting? What do? Sneak up on them so they don't escape? Anyway, they started a quarrel. Alex got angry and ran away. After several minutes, Mary rushed after him. She was still fuming, but also worried. Soon, the girl reached a small river. A man was sitting on the shore. Did you see a teenager here? Mary asked. Yep, he's just taken a boat and made it to the other side. But Mary didn't believe the man. Why?
Because
She still has
the
the
man.
paddles. He has the paddles.
And the
so
man
how did
and
he
the
take it?
yeah even. Wait.
No, don't pause it. Don't pause
Even because he doesn't know how to paddle, like.
it. No, you don't
Yeah.
know if he doesn't know, huh? And he.
The boat is indeed on the other side, but the paddles are lying next to the man.
What I said.
How could the boy cross the river without them?
Exactly, that's
So,
what I said.
where's Alex? Kidnapped by the escaped mushrooms? We may never know. Ella came to a party that took place in her best friend's house. It was a riddle party. All the guests had to crack mysteries and participate in different challenges.
Okay.
Ella's task was to get out of a locked room in the basement. The girl was blindfolded, taken downstairs, and left alone. After pulling the piece of cloth off her eyes, Ella noticed the door had a code lock. She also spotted a sheet of paper lying on the floor next to the door. There were 4 flowers drawn there. Ella looked at them for a while and entered
It's easy.
the correct code. The door opened and the girl joined the party.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the code.
So, what was the code?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ella counted the petals on each flower.
Ah.
5, 7, 4, 8. Carter
Go to New York now.
was visiting his friend
I think this could
Mateo,
be our
who
last
lived
one
in
because we only have 15 minutes. We've been doing this for 4 minutes, so we have to.
another city.
Okay.
Mateo loved riddles. In the evening, he challenged Carter to get the key to the guest room where the guy was supposed to be sleeping. Mateo dropped the key in the bucket filled with cold water and told Carter to get it. But he couldn't touch the water or use anything to pull the key out. That night, Carter slept in the guest room. How did he get the key?
His mouth.
No, but he touched it. How is that possible? He probably used something and then got it.
No, we can't use something.
Yes, he can. That's possible. Okay, we only have like a few seconds, so we're gonna tell you. I'm sorry, but if you guys want to watch this, it's 14 hard riddles that only smartest 5% can crack. If you guys want to